Let me read you guys this what happened as far as the NFL trades there. Late paperwork nixed a Browns AJ Mccarron trade. AJ Mccarron plays for the Bengals. He was going to go to the Browns, but it was,
I hate to say it, but in the
it was
most Browns
foobarred.
move ever.
Foobarred somehow. A paperwork mix-up might have cost the Cleveland Browns a quarterback they possibly have viewed as a franchise option. According to the NFL Network, and this is reading verbatim, the Browns and the Bengals had agreed to a trade involving Cincinnati quarterback AJ Mccarron, who's the backup quarterback there. But the Browns filed the paperwork past the 4 p.m. deadline, thus nixing the deal. A failed trade depending on who you read, it's either the Bengals or the Browns. One source is saying it's the Browns, one saying it's the Bengals. However, it wasn't filed in time. So I don't know what these teams were doing. I don't know why the Bengals weren't, why the Browns weren't saying, hey, by the way, Bengals, did you file your paperwork by 4? I mean, these things could only happen to the Browns. I mean, listen, the reports were that the Bengals would have received a second and a third round pick from the Browns in the 2018 NFL draft. So someone was asleep on the wheel and not reminding the other team to get in the paperwork. They weren't on top of it. If you think that there are some teams out there that could out-Brown the Browns always come through in the end to reclaim the title. AJ Mccarron, I heard, when he heard what was going to happen just before the deadline, that a deal is in place and accepted to go to the Browns, Mccarron said, please, 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 big man upstairs, if you could hear me, I will do anything not to play quarterback for the Browns. Big man says, hold my beer. Adam Schefter, the Browns forgot to send the trade for league approval, so the deal fell through. Can you imagine being the top college player in college football with all that access that you have to go number 1 overall to the Cleveland Browns? Jeez. Browns can't even trade correctly. That's there was a situation too that I forgot. That's worse than I forget his name, but the contract getting snubbed because of a messed up fax machine or something to that extent. You remember that story a while ago? I also heard an announcer after the game on Sunday say that they won't lose this week. And the Browns. Wrong. They found a way to take an L on their bye week. And maybe it's probably better this way. Cleveland maybe would have ruined A.J. McCarron. You can't fire Jimmy Haslam unless he pulls a Donald Sterling, heavens forbid. But for the love of... can Jimmy Haslam do Northeast Ohio football fans everywhere a favor, just sell the team? I'm sure you guys are thinking that. Dear Browns, quit trying to get a quarterback on the cheap. Take the number 1 overall pick. You will use it on a quarterback. Listen, they just keep on Listen, the Browns maybe should invest in a quarterback exchange program where they send one of their quarterbacks for an offseason to a team with an actual offense to develop, in exchange for a couple of picks, of course. I mean, listen, pretty soon the way they're going with all these quarterbacks, it seems like they're eventually, like they're trying to stockpile all the quarterbacks here. Eventually, they're going to have 53 quarterbacks. So one quarterback is bound to work out for the Browns here. Yeah, sometimes when you look at the Browns, with all due respect to you Brown fans, all 5 of you, you could sometimes go to like a tribe that doesn't know anything about football in the rainforest. And never even heard of football, okay? And just pick people at random, and you will still end up with a more competent front office than what is happening with the Cleveland Browns. Wow. Maybe the Browns, in all actuality, should be thanking themselves. A 2nd and a 3rd round pick. Yeah, that's a steal, and it would have been dumb to give that much. I don't care how many draft picks they have. Could have maybe gotten a Garoppolo or a J-Train for that. Listen, I know they've invested good money in their offensive line. But, jeez, man. Maybe you're saying that you would have... it just... I don't know, man. These Browns, they just cannot get out of their own way. Hope all is well.